It was going to take iterating and trying many, many, many different things before I even feel like now I'm actually on the trajectory and path to building my $1 million business.
Hello, you guys.
I'm always cut out.
Get up my level. We were taking our whiskey shots this morning.
Yes, and really what we always call them these whiskey shots, but really what it is it's liquid chlorophyll and mineral chi tonic.
But it tastes absolutely disgusting, like whiskey. And it's bleh.
Cheers.
Cheers. I need water. I need water to wash that down. Alright, you guys. Who here wants to be a millionaire? Yeah.
I do. Well, today we are going to talk about the journey to get there.
To becoming a millionaire.
All right. So I think there's not a single person on the planet that you would ask and say, do you want to be a millionaire? And they would tell you no. Maybe some crazy person. I don't know. Most people also think that in order to get to become a millionaire, you need to be an entrepreneur or start a business. And yes, that is a very popular route to generating financial wealth for yourself or for your family. But here's the thing that I want to say, is that on this journey to become a millionaire or to build a business, while you're building your business, if that's your only focus, you're going to meet a lot of discouragement, especially in the early days. We're going to kind of share that and kind of our thoughts on the journey more so than even just being a millionaire, right? So guys, when I started off on the journey of business, my goal was to be a millionaire by 19 years old. Okay, I am way past 19 at this point, and I definitely haven't gotten close to being a millionaire. And so the reason in me telling you that is if I would have only focused on that, I would have met my disappointment. I didn't understand the journey and the work and everything that went into a business. I just had this financial goal in my head without really understanding what it took to get there. But what I've learned over this period of always trying to build a business, and yes, I want to make a lot of money, but I learned that it was going to take a long time. It was going to take incredible people that I was going to work with. It was going to take learning from other individuals. It was going to take iterating and trying many, many, many different things before I even feel like now I'm actually on the trajectory and path to building my $1 million business. And so just know that if you set this thing in your head and you don't know if you're going to reach it, or there's not a whole lot of substance behind that goal besides, oh, I'm just going to become a millionaire, then be prepared, because one, it's like, what are you going to do to actually generate that type of revenue? What are you going to do to actually sustain that type of revenue and lifestyle? Who are you going to become through that process? Those are all things that you learn through the journey, even if the journey takes long. I mean, set a goal, but know that it's not just about the money. It's about so much more that you're going to learn and become through the journey in pursuit of the money. And honestly, the money's going to become secondary to what you're trying to build and the mission and the passion, the goal behind it. Just keep that in mind. That's something that's really come to life for me over these last 6-7 years.
You guys guessed it. It's already that time.
Coffee time.
Coffee time round 2. We have a question for you guys besides people.
You need to leave that in the vlog.
Alright, you guys, we have a question for you.
What would you do, or how would you feel and think if you had $100 million in your bank account?
Right now.
Right now, it was deposited.
Alright, so I know a lot of you guys follow me on Instagram, and hopefully you guys also follow Josh. If not, I'll just supporter things right here for you. But you know that the reason why I actually created this YouTube originally was like to motivate people so they could see what Josh and I were doing. But then it really became more of a documenting process. Like, I'm so excited when I go back and look at previous videos to see how far we've come. And I think it's so cool to be documenting like the journey of building companies and seeing where they started, because a lot of times on social and, you know, the media now, all we see is like the Forbes billionaires list that just came out. We don't actually see the journey of these individuals to them becoming a billionaire. And that's kind of where Josh and I want to like fill the gap and to bring you guys into it, to see the real dirt, the real work, the real pain, heartache, the joys, the, you know, the passion and all that sort of stuff along the entire journey. So from when we started, and you guys can go back and creep on previous, I think like we started this last year, just bringing you guys with for the journey to show you what it really looks like to build a company, the foundation that needs to be laid, and to hopefully, you know, get to that, you know, success milestone, whatever that looks like for us. And I know I've talked about this before, but I'm actually not motivated by money, which is kind of can be difficult, but it's something if you are, I want to challenge you to really take a look at what drives you, because it probably isn't just money. There's probably some other aspect that you feel, like the sense of importance, whether that's, you know, being really knowledgeable and looking important in front of people, or maybe it's impact and giving back to others and teaching. Another part of that can be looking smart to others while you're teaching. There's, you know, very different aspects of it, and it's okay if that's what you're driven by, just as long as you know it, because that's going to help when you're able to focus on other things besides just that money aspect of growing a company. How's it going?
Huh? What?
I said, how's it going?
It's going well. It's just trying to get everything aligned. I had some weird, like, tabbing stuff was out of line.
Now the most important question, you guys. Tabs or spaces? Tabs or spaces?
Tabs or spaces. We're trying to get my hair under control.
It's like this one rogue. All right, what are your final thoughts?
I just think really appreciate what you're becoming, not just the end goal of money, because a lot of people achieve the wealth and realize it wasn't all it was cracked up to be. I'll let you know when I do that. But so many people we know that are multimillionaires, that's really how they feel. They strive for this status and this ability to, you know, obtain this amount of money. And even though it's nice having that money, it's really not everything. Like, there's no real fulfillment or satisfaction there on a real measurable level. So just appreciate everything that it's taking to get, to get to that point, everything that you're becoming.
Yeah, and don't feel defeated along the way when things don't go according to plan or it's taking any longer. Like, you know, Josh said he had expected that he would be a millionaire by this time. What age did you say?
19.
But yeah, that's crazy. But I love this quote, and I actually should put it on my desk. But it was, think back to this time a year ago or 2 years ago, and you will have wished you are where you are now. And so that's why I love documenting this on YouTube and on Instagram and sharing my thoughts and feelings and all those things with you guys, because they're real. They're like, this journey is a real journey, and it's not glamorous. It's not
skyscrapers and Lamborghinis.
And mansions and millionaires. But all those types of stuff, it's him and I, two people working hard every day, trying to, you know, have an impact on the world.
And I mean, I'll be honest, a lot of it, like, I am definitely working. I want the financial gain. I want to build something that's
why I married him.
You know what I mean? It's worth millions, and honestly,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and even billions. So to say money's not my motivation would be a lie. It's just not. It's not my entire motivation, and it's not 100% my focus. So, but it is something I definitely look forward to. You know what I mean? So,
and if you're in the software space, you should be genuinely trying to build something that solves a problem that people can use and that is a reasonable price. I think that's like the biggest thing that we've seen.
Well, that's like almost another video in and of itself, which
Probably.
is like adding value to people's lives in a way that's measurable, because when you add actual value to people's lives, it's very reasonable to get paid and get paid in response to the amount of value you're adding to them. So that's a whole different
video. Yeah. Hey, maybe that's tomorrow, you guys. But we're going to end this video here on that note. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. up, and of course subscribe to our channel
Below.
and let us know in the comments what your thoughts are, or your like financial goals, or also your goals outside of the financial aspect.
Yes.
So see you tomorrow.
See ya.